Low, low, low. Okay, it looks like it's working. Good morning, everyone. My name is Alex. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, Jesus. Welcome back to the stream. Hello, hello. Shoot, I forgot to bring up my chat. Well, I have my chat open, but not the merged one. There we go. Okay. Now it should be good. Hopefully. Alright. Welcome back. I am once again... It always freaks me out when that pop-up comes up. I'm once again going to be playing some Tera. Never mind. I'm starting the server up. I touched the client and it poofed. Luckily, it comes back up quickly. So it's fine. No problems whatsoever. There we go. Came back up in no time. Hopefully it's not as laggy as it was last time. I don't know if it was just the time of day that I chose to play or what. It was kind of annoying. Yes, I'm not buying or selling gold. Leave me alone. Recent combat. How long does this last? It's just kind of there permanently. 200% buff, 400% buff. I don't know, that seems kind of overpowered. But it's fine. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't lag like it was lagging last time. It was kind of like it wasn't too intrusive. It was kind of annoying. Import to Dougal and Velika. I have a skill that will take me there. Maybe. Somewhere. This one. Hopefully I get a bit more of a chance to fight some stronger mobs. So I can refine my fighting skills a little bit, because I kind of suck right now. It's either everything is too strong or everything's too weak. I like this castle thing. Oh, stop moving. Wait, what is this? That's actually kind of cool. If it wouldn't lag out my game. Interesting. Oh yeah. I don't know if advertising in this game actually does anything. Because like I said last time, I think very few people actually speak English in this server. It's a Brazilian server. This is the only one I could find that had as close to the nostalgic feel as I remembered. But which one is it? There we go. It's /C. Okay. I don't think I got any savagely rude comments last time. So hopefully I don't get any today. I'm always kind of hesitant to put stuff out, to put messages out into the game when it's a private server, because people just aren't as restricted as they are in the official ones. Okay. I feel bad. I tried to start the stream a little bit earlier without doing the full 5-minute wait, but I started a little bit too early, so I think I missed Jesus. He probably left after he put his original message. My bad. Pay attention and follow orders. Can I already read this? Pay attention and follow orders. You have to keep your mind on the big picture. Trust me to know it, and I'll trust you to believe in it. Or I'll boot you to some frozen pit north of Kaitor before you can say Valak preserve me. Alright, that's one way to do it. We're keeping it quiet, but Paporia is in trouble. The Consul Dougal ordered me to have someone investigate. Get to Popolian and investigate the source of this disturbance. Take no chances. Whatever the problem, it mustn't spread to Bel Aurium or other provinces. Do you understand me? If stopping this threat means burning Popolian to the ground, then that's what you do. Holy cow. Isn't Popolian, isn't that where this character was born? That's kind of savage. You're asking me to burn down my birthplace? It's rare to see such glowing words written in Matten's hand. You certainly impressed him, Alex. Deliver this little epistle to Samael. Samael? He's as hard to win over as Matten. But if anything can do it, this report can. Well done, Alex. This is exactly the kind of action we need from our soldiers right now. Yes, sir. Oh, bro, you could have just spoken over the desk. He's right here.
Focus on duty.
Thought I was gonna have to go on a whole journey. Well, this is quite a report. Guess you're not the keener I expected. I underestimated you. Promise I won't do that in the future. We need more than just soldiers. We need leaders. Dougal thinks you're ready for a commission. I'm hardly going to argue against it. Not after deeds such as these. Come, it's not every day you get to be a hero. Give your report to Samael. Okay. It says receive Samael's reward in Velica. I'm right here, sir. Give me my reward. Give it to me. People are so lazy. It's like, here's your reward. Go somewhere else to get it. But it's me giving it. Glorious Alley. You should be proud to work with me. Wait. Bro, why are you over here? I was just talking to you. Okay, you just teleported. That's fine. Alex, what took you so long? Let's start the ceremony. I mean, I'm pretty sure you left before me and you got here before me, or you left after me and got here before me. Not sure how that works, but okay. For the Federation.
We've noticed your valor on the home front, soldier. You've saved countless lives, military and civilian, and exposed a conspiracy that threatened the entire Federation. You've gone above and beyond the
did all that.
duty. So on behalf
Totally
of
remember
the
doing that.
Federation, I hereby promote you to Centurion.
Oh snap, I got a promotion.
And bring us victory for Valkion.
I don't remember getting a promotion in this game before. My sister won't be proud of me once I join a guild. Who said that? Was that Samael that just said that, supposedly? That's kind of weird. Now, as an officer, you should learn how to use glyphs. Glyphs have different powers according to the classes. This will grant additional power to your skill. Okay. I've already been using glyphs, bro. What are you talking about? Officer candidate. Am I a candidate or am I an officer? What's going on here? This gear you just gave me. Really don't like the name of this. Jerkin of the Kumas. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate it one bit. In fact, I'd rather we not. Centurion boots. Oh, these are the ones you gave me. 51 defense. Oh, that's actually a pretty big jump. One defense, 43. Okay. That's good. And then I sacrifice these other ones to the RNG spirits in hopes that they will one day. Oh yeah, I wanted to expand my inventory. I am struggling a little bit. Wait, this is the wrong place.
Take care of yourself.
Wait, I could have sworn this was the right place. Did they move something? Oh, he's over here. Wait, did they move it? I could have sworn it used to be over there. I'm confused. Expand. 1 gold? Sure, that's nothing. Expand. 10 gold? Sure, that's still nothing. Expand. 50 gold? Okay, now that's a little pricey, but sure. 100 gold? Okay, now you're crazy. I'm not giving you 100 gold. No. But that is a lot more space. I wonder how far this can extend. I think Chris said he expanded it all the way. I am curious. Wish I was as willing to play this whole trade broker thing like he did, but I just really am not. Throw everything in there. Never gonna use it anyway. Well, this one what else? Potions? Who cares about potions? Nobody. Essence when I do wonder how much effect these have on you. I mean, I should probably get rid of the lower level ones, right? Makes sense to me. Don't care about bombs. 100%. Jesus Christ, 298 gold. One of these. 5 in-game hours. I really do like that about this game. That they're... I like that they... Wait. Oh, I can't sell this. Well, then I don't care about it. I like that a lot of the items are like in-game hour timed. Like on Fiesta, you get a 30-day item That's 30 real-time days. And that's always sucked to me. 1 slot. 2. This one's 3. Okay. That's a lot more space. Probably not. Still really haven't been using potions at all. Covers 140. Okay, good enough. The little birds. Nine. Is that the only one I have? Insanity Epidemic. Sounds perfectly great. I can't believe there wasn't a quest for the dungeon. I feel like there was once upon a time. I don't know. Oh well. Report to Prefect Paka in Napoleon. Hey Jesus. Do you have a favorite Fiesta P server? I actually haven't played a P server in a very long time. I think the last time I played a private server for Fiesta was like 10 years ago. Kind of like Infinity Fiesta. They used to play another one, but I forgot the name. Like, I definitely played a couple of them a long time ago. But it was usually back when I was younger, didn't really have a job, didn't have the money to afford the official Fiesta. So I tried like every private server I could find. But I don't know, like they were fun for a little bit. But I always ended up getting bored. I think they were actually too easy. I think the name was Celion or something. I see. I don't know if I ever played that one. Anything that came out in the last 10 years, I definitely haven't played. And I don't know if anyone's older than that still exists. But yeah, they were always just too easy for me. I would like burn through them. And then I would be like, okay, I'm done. Where am I supposed to go? Prefect Patia and Napoleon. Okay, so I have to go to the flight manager. So yeah, I would burn through all the private servers I found. And then I'll just be like, okay, next. I liked it because they had blue Helga weapons. Blue Helga weapons. I don't know about blue. I've never. Was that like an original thing? I thought maybe you meant the tainted Helga weapons. Are the tainted ones blue? I can't remember.
Such dark days.
If they're blue or also orange. Tainted Helga. Poporia. Let's go. Yep, same. Played a long time ago because of having no money to play the OG one issue. Yeah. I mean, basically if you don't have a job and you don't have a lot of free time and patience, yes, it's kind of hard to play. At least it was. Like back then, it definitely was a lot more pay to win. Ooh, what the heck is that? Is that a Kyogre? That looks like a Kyogre. It's just flying. A whale flying through the sky. But yeah, back then it definitely was very expensive. Difficult to get ahead in that game without using real money. That's probably why I spent so much time without getting very far in the game. But nowadays, I feel like you can go into it and get pretty far with like without spending any money whatsoever. If you have a little bit of time to invest, you can do dungeons and stuff and get the Emberlight coins, and then just trade that in for basically whatever you want. Or you can just farm up gold and then trade it for gold and gems and stuff. It's pretty cool. Oh, it's lagging. Why do you lag? Wait, maybe this isn't the city I was thinking of. I don't think it is. This might be a different city, actually. I mean, the weapons were actually blue. The design looked cool. Frozen Helga was the name. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it was pretty neat how a lot of the private servers would get some really cool looking original items and stuff, like custom content. Wait, this are the little short ones. Animals. Maybe this is my town. Hey, there's a person. Wait, what level was 39? Am I supposed to be level 39 by the time I come here? But yeah, I don't know. I think between my problem with private servers was, like I said, that they were too easy, but more like the bigger problem was usually that they either didn't have enough people playing it, or it just got shut down. Like they would get shut down right as I was getting into them. Like I would start one, you know, get all the way to cap, be like, okay, maybe I'll start another one, and then once I was starting to make some good money in that game, they would get shut down. And it was just like, okay, like, or I would take a break, and then by the time I wanted to come back, like a few months later, it was shut down. And I just kind of got fed up of putting in the effort and always losing my investments of time. Like that was the biggest thing, is like I didn't want to invest all that time and effort and then just lose everything constantly, and that's what kept happening, so I quit playing them. Thing they didn't like about private servers is that you could pretty much do everything alone, like play with other people. Yeah, that's true. That is something that seems to be taking over the official servers now. Like you can kind of do like if you spend enough money or put enough hours into it, like you can solo everything. Like one of my friends in game, just the Yip, even went out of his way to make a channel where he's just soloing everything. And it's just like, or all the end game content anyway. And it's just like, where's the fun in that? Like the game itself is called Fiesta, right? That's Spanish for party. So you would think they would be focusing on party content, but nope. They want to make it easier and easier to solo everything. So, I don't know. Don't let our size fool you. We may be smaller than those other races, but we're just as fierce as any of them. Okay. Can't even see him. The Federation agent? Not a moment too soon. The bad news? Trouble everywhere outside Popolian. Is it a disease? Curse? Talk about vampire blood magic. No one knows anything. The good news? Not much. 2 Baraka scholars have been braving the woods, seeking answers, but it's dangerous out there. Find a Brohua at the camp southwest of here, and see what you can do to help. Of course I'll do what I can. Of course. This guy's name is Bissy. Hey, Bissy. I guess this one's also named Baka. Paka? Yeah, that's sad. I kind of miss having to group up to do stuff. I guess they're doing that because of the lack of players. Probably. Like even one of the new content ideas that they're or one of the development news that they put out was that they're going to introduce solo dungeons, which is like, okay. So now not only can you solo everything, but they're even going to give you official soloable dungeons. It's like what's even the point? I don't know. Like I think one of the funnest moments I had when I was leveling my mage was when I got a group every time I got a group of people together and just blindly went into a dungeon, or like blindly did Spiral Tower, blindly, like obviously I'd done Dragon's Tomb before, but when I got like a random group of people together and went in there, and I was like super squishy because I wasn't geared, but I was still tanking, and so the cleric had to actually try hard to keep me alive. And it was just like chaos and randomness, and just like, you know, gets the adrenaline going because you don't want to get like wipe out and have everyone die and waste their time. It was like, that was super fun. Like I would love to do that more, but it's just, I don't know, it's not as fun. Like the end game dungeons, they're just legitimately not as fun. Like everyone, if you get a cleric in there, they're not even there to heal. They're there to use their debuff to make the enemies weaker. So it's like, okay, so it's everyone just kind of tanking everything and just trying to do as much damage as possible all at the same time. Like there's no cooperation, there's no like knight tanking or anyone tanking. There's no one specifically healing, there's no one like crowd control. Like none of that really exists anymore. You mob everything. Like you go into the map, mob everything, and then you all just stand there and spam skills in the same spot. Some parties don't even go with a cleric. Yeah, like, I mean, like I was saying, like one of my friends literally just goes in there and solos the end game dungeons. It's like, what is even the point? Like if they had made it like hard enough and made knights relevant enough to where you have to have a knight tank and he's the only one that can tank, that would be awesome in my opinion. Like I would love that. I would be that. I would make like a fighter and level it all the way to cap just to do that. Like I would thoroughly enjoy that. Like only the knight can tank and the clerics have to actually heal. Like the tank can't survive by himself. You have to heal. And then like some monsters have extremely high magic defense. Some have extremely high regular defense. So you need both magic and melee damage. But I think it does come down to what you said, just probably just not enough people. People stop playing because they stop getting what they want in the game. And then because there's less people playing, they stop giving them what they want. And it's just an endless cycle. I don't know. It's kind of sad. Like they would basically have to take a risk and introduce stuff with the intentions of making the gameplay work that way again. And if not enough people play it, then it just gets abandoned. So rather than do that, they just keep following the same safe formula they have been. Or like they'll add some new content but make sure that everything is soloable so that the people who want to play in a group can, but everyone else who wants to just solo everything and get the best gear as soon as possible, they can just keep soloing. It would be awesome, make Fiesta really fun. I'll have to wait for Fiesta 2. Yeah, Fiesta 2. How many years? 20 years later. It came out in 2006. Fiesta 2, 20 years later. 2026. That would be interesting. I don't know. I almost wonder if it's gonna be a thing where the only way for there to be a good revival of Fiesta is if the official servers did shut down. Because that's the problem, right? Everyone's super attached. I mean, it's been 19 years. Everyone is super attached to the original Fiesta, to the official Fiesta. So even if there are some good private servers, no one's going to play them because everyone is on the official one. So you're never going to have enough people to make a private server worth it. And also, Gamigo itself is constantly fighting hardcore to shut down all private servers. So, if you do try to get into a private server, constantly in danger of losing everything you have. So, it's just a weird position that the game is in right now. Know so little about what causes a disaster of this magnitude, the almost trivial details that add up to catastrophe. Most people never think about things like that. Rohua says the crops here have been sickly for years. He thinks it's soil contamination, and further, the contaminant might be the cause of the plague. So I was thinking, Toron shrubs are common around here. You'll be so kind as to gather their berries. I can screen them for toxic compounds. Sure. Oh, this isn't a main quest. Why am I talking to you? I don't care about you, bro. Like, your quest log is full. Oh shoot, I didn't realize I could get a full quest log. Well dang. That's a bit of a problem. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's super easy to level in this game. Like, I'm pretty much just collecting the lower level quests just for my own interest. This needs to be made again from the start. Who knows if it'll work. Programmers have a hard time updating stuff because the code is really old. Yeah, that's definitely true. Like I've done some custom content for like the items and stuff in that game, and it's kind of a nightmare to work with. And that's just for the visuals. I can't imagine how the actual game, like deep game core aspects of it work. Probably even worse.
Don't be just a
I don't know. The problem is it would take a huge amount of money to remake the entire game. Because you would need like an entire new game. And I don't know if you've seen the newest releases of games, but they don't really make games very well anymore. So there's a good chance it would be remade and it would just end up worse than the original. Not to mention the aspect of if they did try to reset just straight up reset everything, and there's the problem of all the angry people because you'd have to erase 19 years worth of time, money, and effort that they put into it. It was just, it'd be really bad. Like, I like the idea of being able to start over with everyone at the same time, but also I would be so mad if they... I spent so much money on that game. If they deleted my stuff, I would be furious. But I don't know. Outside aid at last. If nothing else, it's comforting to talk to someone sane. I'm Betteram's assistant at your service. Nothing much to report yet. Although we have concluded that this is less a plague or curse than an emanation? Hard to say. What we do know is that the longer you stay, the deeper it affects you. It has affected my colleagues, though I don't think they realize it yet. Where is Betteram? Moving our gear to a new camp northwest of here. We're mapping the strength field of the... Oh, I won't bore you. I'm more concerned with all the disturbed constructs near our camp. I've seen them slaughter travelers, but Prefect Paka's holding back his troops. He's convinced we're about to be overrun by farmers. Did you deal with them? It's as good as done. Rip Fiesta then. Let's enjoy it while it's still here. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly why I started this whole journey when I started streaming it. Because there were other games that I wanted to stream, but I was determined that that would be the first game that I streamed. Because, like, I have no idea when it's just gonna poof. Like, they could literally decide at any moment that they're just done with it. And that'll be it. There won't be any more Fiesta. Like, it's happened with other games before. So I wanted to make sure to go in and experience the whole thing one more time. And like I still intend to play some more on there pretty soon, actually. But I definitely at least got one last hurrah. So worst case scenario, if they were to shut down like tomorrow or something, I at least have those memories to look back on, and it's all recorded in archive. So that's nice as well. Be cool if we had 2 games at the same time. But yeah, kind of impossible. Yeah, having both versions always just kind of seems to hurt the game rather than help it. Like even with something like streaming, because I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and it always ends up like people subconsciously, if there's more people in a stream, they're more likely to stay or join. So it often does kind of hurt me to be streaming, and I'm actually streaming on 3 spots. So like some people will be on one stream, other people will be on the other stream, and so the numbers will always look lower than they really are. Like there could be, 12, 15 people watching at the same time, but they, as far as they're concerned, they only think there's like 2 or 3, if that. And that just kind of, for some people, that's enough to turn them away. And so rather than staying around and increasing the numbers, they'll just leave. And that's what ends up happening when you split the games as well. People will see that there's not as many people in one game. And so even though there's huge amounts of people total together on both games, they'll just see that there's only so many people on one game, and then they'll leave. And that'll just keep happening until the game dies. That's why like games like World of Warcraft, where they have so many different versions, people are constantly saying that it's dying because there's just so many versions, and every version ends up dividing up the player base further and further. But in reality, if you add up all the people, it's actually a huge game still. So it's always a risk. I personally, if they're gonna make another version, I would rather they just wipe out the original and put out the new one. I think that would be much better, in my opinion. Like, it would hurt a lot, and I'm sure a lot of people would probably rage quit. because they would have lost all of the stuff that they put in, but there would be so much more potential to gain a new player base and like increase the player base in general. So, because I do think it's a really good game. Like, I genuinely, it's one of my favorite games. Like, even having played, you know, like something like the newest release of Monster Hunter, like the Monster Hunter Wilds, like it's a really good game, and it's well played out and stuff. I still prefer Fiesta over that, if I'm being perfectly honest. So it's just like, and obviously part of it is nostalgia, but at the same time, like I've looked at it even when I'm burnt out. Like I'll look at it in hindsight, and I still enjoy it, or still think it's a good game. I don't know. Like I'm in a guild chat for the guild I'm in. I don't know if they kicked me out. Hopefully not. But the guild I'm in on Fiesta, I'm in a guild chat for them. Or yeah, a guild Discord chat. And every time I see their comments and stuff, it makes me want to play. The only thing that's stopping me is quite frankly the fact that I just don't really have time. Like I pretty much any free time I have that I can use on gaming, I use it to stream. Because I have terrible memory and I don't like to play games knowing that if I'm not streaming, I'm just gonna forget everything that happened. So if I do have enough time to stream to play games, I'll just stream. But I also don't, like, I'm well aware that it's not the greatest idea to stream like 9 hours of doing the same repeat on Fiesta. And that's kind of the point that my fighter is at right now. I have to do the I think I still have to do the Souls repeat for a little bit, and then I have to do like 9 to 12 hours of the bugs repeat. And trying to do that on stream was a nightmare the first time. I don't want to do it again. But I don't know. That's why I keep thinking about doing like a no camera, no mic stream during a day when I normally wouldn't stream, and just do that. And like only talk if someone's in chat. But even then, it always just comes down to the fact that I just don't really have the time. Wonder what caused this disaster. What were the trivial details that led to catastrophe? Unpleasant thoughts, better than going mad. I'm grateful to you. As soon as I pack up here, I will go back to Popolian. Alex, would you check in with Beteram? He may need assistance. He headed north, so he probably passed through Camp Retribution. Go there and ask Centurion Amalin if he knows of Beteram's whereabouts. Join the Federation. You think the rep system works? How would you fix it? I don't think it should be that hard to level. I think that's the problem. I don't think it should be that hard to level. They should, like, ideally, they would just have a really high level cap, and then just every level can be a different repeat. So that way, you know, you're still doing repeats, but also you don't have to kill the same thing in the same spot for, you know, an entire day. Because that's just kind of soul killing. Like it drains the spirit out of your body. It's just being in the same spot, clicking the same buttons for hours and hours and hours. Especially the bugs repeat where it's in an enclosed little room. It's terrible. I hate it. I think it's one of the worst quests I've ever had to do in a game. So like if it was a little more split up, or maybe they could keep the levels as hard as they are, but just instead of like straight up repeats, make it a quest chain. Like you can do this quest 10 times, right? And then you have to do this other quest another 10 times, and then this other quest 10 times. And so like they can keep it just as hard, but it would introduce some variety. Or just have a bunch of different repeats. You can pick and choose which one you want to do. You get tired of one, you do another one. Or if one's a little too hard for you for your specific class, you do a different one. It's just a nightmare, and I don't like it. So the grinding should be in other stuff like farming. I don't know. I don't really like. I just don't like the grind in general. I like the journey. Like when I'm just doing the quests and it takes me from place to place. Like what I'm doing on this game. This game is actually a perfect example. Like I go to one place, I do a quest, it, you know, takes me through the land. I fight new monsters, I see new monsters, I'm getting new bits of lore, and then it takes me to another little camp. And then I do the same thing again, but it's always new sites, new monsters, it's new people, it's new bits of lore. Like it's not just the same spot over and over and over and over. Like that constant moving around and changing things up. I like that. That's what I like in a game. I don't know. Like if you could have the Fiesta system with the story and quest system of this game, I think that would be a perfect game for me. Although that being said, I like the Fiesta. I like pretty much everything about this game. It would just be a matter of having two different types of games that I like. You know? So I could have like a more Fiesta styled game, but with a good story and good interesting quests. And then I could have a Tera style game where it has the Tera style fighting and still the Tera style quests and leveling and whatnot. So I don't know. It's one of those things where you find a good thing and you want more of it, which is like a slight variety. Like when I'm one of those people where if I find a good show, like a good TV show or a good anime or good manga, novel, you know, whatever it is, I want more of the almost exact same thing, but with like different characters. So like I like isekai type stories, like, you know, dying and reviving in a new world, that type of thing. So I'll read every type of every story that's that type of story, and they're all very similar, but they have enough differences to where it's not the exact same story, and that's good enough for me. So maybe I'm not the best person to ask for how to improve something, because basically my response will just be take what I like and then just make a bunch of it, but just make it slightly different. if I'm dumb, but I like the dopamine reward of leveling up. Yeah, I do hate reps, especially mushies. Yeah, the leveling up. Something about leveling up in Fiesta is very, like in the lower levels, it's very, it feels good. Something about the lower levels in Fiesta just feels good. And I think it's because they do implement kind of like what I was talking about with Tera, where like you get a bunch of quests and it takes you all over the place, and then you turn them all in at the same time, and you just watch your XP shoot up. And then you're getting new skills, you're getting new, like that keeps the game fresh. You know, you're constantly getting new skills, you're constantly getting new gear, new content. And I think the problem is just that it gets to the point where like you already have all your skills and you've already seen everything, and then they just start repeating the same stuff again. You're not getting any new skills. The monsters are reused, the maps are reused, like everything is kind of reused, and it's just like, okay, well, I'm basically done with the game already if you're just going to show me the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's fun too, and Fiesta has many places to explore. You never get to know them at all because of being forced to do everything in the same spot. Exactly. Like, one of my favorite maps is the Cahao Snow Field or Snow Plain, something like that. Because it looks amazing, and I think you only get to see like the first tiny bit, like the first little passage, because you do wrenches and then you do junks, and then you're done with the entire map. And that's it, and then you never go back, and it's like, what just ruined the entire map? Hey Noodle Poodle, welcome to the stream. Repeat quests sound like a lazy solution in general. Yes, like I think that's honestly the biggest factor. It's just you don't need repeat quests. Like that's it. Just don't put repeat quests. If your game has so many levels that the only way to level through them is with repeat quests, you have too many levels. Like that's it. You have too many levels. If you can't think of enough quests to keep it fresh, then don't make so many levels. You're just ruining the game. It's like the equivalent of patent. Like you need to turn in an essay and it has to be 2,000 words, but you can get your entire point across in 1,000 words. So then you're just padding it with a bunch of nonsense, and it's just like, what's the point of that? Like, why is that necessary? That always drove me crazy. Like, I can write you a perfect paper in these many words. Why do you force me to ruin it by adding more words? I don't know. I already paid my mortgage phone. You don't have to remind me. Alright, no new skills, no new stuff. And you get bored. Don't think about it at all. Yeah, like, because they're good at kind of camouflaging it, but at the end of the day, like, it's all the same monsters, it's all the same maps. Like, the maps are just, you know, painted different, but they're generally the same maps after a certain level, and it's just the same stuff all the way up until cap. So it has a lot of interesting maps, but there's no reason to explore them at all. Exactly. Other content gets that classed by newer content as well. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I can still, to this day, I can go into Fiesta, play the first, like, 70 levels, and be perfectly happy. And, like, that's a good game. Like, I'll go in there, and as long as I'm not using, like, game-breaking stuff, like charms and stuff like that, I can just enjoy. I can like read through the quests, look at the different maps, like kill the different bosses, and just, you know, have a good time. But so many people don't even get to enjoy that, because like literally, if you look at the leveling guides for a bunch of different from a bunch of different sources, the leveling guides have gotten to the point where they're like, go to Burning Hill and level up until level 50. Like just get P level to level 50. That's the leveling guide. That's where we've gotten. It's just like, get P level to level 50 and then you start actually questing. It's like, what kind of leveling guide? So basically the first half of the game is just thrown out. Final Fantasy 14 does it well, I think. As dull and dull. Y'all's fishing, gathering, gardening, etc. To go to the other maps to do specific things. A discipline of land. Let's see. I don't know. I like a good story. As long as a game has a good story, that's good enough for me. Like even if the system is terrible, if the story is good enough, it will intrigue me enough to finish the game. That's kind of what bummed me out about Monster Hunter Wilds. The story was terrible. Every cutscene was a drag. There were so many there was so much dead air. Like the characters would speak, but like there'd be like 5 to 10 second long pauses in between everything they said. It was driving me insane going through those, to the point where I eventually just stopped paying attention to the cutscenes at all. Like I still let them play just for the sake of having them recorded, but man, they suck. And which is a bummer, because the actual whatchamacallit, the actual gameplay was amazing. Like the fights and everything, amazing, wonderful. Like the sights were beautiful. Like so much of it was great, but the story just was terrible, and it genuinely ruined the game for me. Like I don't think I would want to play that again from the beginning. They enjoy PvP and brag about who has more SC, I guess. That's true. SC and Fiesta is a boring. I do feel like SC kind of ruined any remaining potential the game had. Like I didn't even have to gear. When I came back, I didn't even have to gear. I would just charm. I would 100% charm if I struggled with anything. If I still struggled, I would just put on some SC armor or SC suits and just like brute force my way through the entire game. It was ridiculous. And the SC is the reason why people can solo the end game content. And that's just bad. That shouldn't be a thing. This actually has really fun PvP, but the entry point for it is just dumb. Fiesta PvP was fun like 5 years ago before I quit. Even at end game, like it was sort of balanced. Like I had a chance against everyone. Although even then it was kind of broken because you had to have like max geared on everything. But you still had a chance. I feel like nowadays when people can get, you know, 1 million, 2 million damage, it's just like, it's just who clicks first. Who clicks the first button first. Like you get stunned, you're instant dead. Like there's nothing you can do about it. Like there's no technique. Like it used to be that you could get stunned, but you could have good enough gear to where like you could survive the stun, and then you had to like weaken them ahead of time so that even if you do get stunned, you wouldn't die before the end of the stun, or like you'd lower their aim, or you would increase your evasion. Like, you know, there's like all these random effects. Like, it's like Pokemon basically. Like you would actually, effects would actually matter. But now everyone's damage is just so ridiculous that it doesn't really matter what effects you have. You get one good shot and it's done. WoW solves this problem with Arena. Fiesta needs a thing like WoW's Arena. Oh, is it a thing where, like, because I thought I talked about this before, where if they made a like a Kingdom Quest or some kind of map where it balances everyone's damage and defense, and so it was just like a straight up matter of skills, that would be amazing. Like, everyone has to have a certain amount of defense, certain amount of damage, certain amount of HP, aim, you know, all the stats, and then it's just you're strictly relying on clicking the right skills at the right time. Charms ruined most classes. True. I mean, the equipment in the game is secondary to achieving the game. I don't know. They just broke so many things. Like, the equipment, I feel like once they released plus 12 weapons, it just kind of ruined everything. Everything above like plus 9 just kind of started breaking the game. Races in NC kind of ruined everything. Even before then, I think. Like, the introduction of plus 10 and then plus 11 and then plus 12, they just completely got everything out of whack. Too much power creeping. Braces are flat out OP. Yeah, they definitely, like, braces completely ruined the level 70 arena. Like, you can't even enjoy it anymore. That, because back when, like 5 years ago, before I quit, before I took a break, that was like the only real enjoyable PvP I could find, was the level 70 arena, because you could get geared up properly and have like a legit challenge, and like no one was too broken. Well, I mean, you could if you spend enough money, but it was a lot harder because you had to really spend, like, get every single SC piece and everything, so it was a lot harder. So most people just didn't bother and just had a good time with regular PvP. I think stats don't even matter at this point. Just seeing you're ready to go. That's true. Like, I didn't even care about the stats on my gear, on my end game gear, because I knew I could just put anything I needed. I could fulfill it through the SC suits. Stats never mattered though, because percentages don't work. At level 20 they did. I heard that it was straight up matter of skill. Skills in MMO term means mastering rotations and knowing matchups. Enhancing gear as well. Gotcha mechanics, literally. I think they should do that in Arena KQ, like balancing everything out. No SC, but it ends up pay to win too. The worst thing is the orders that you get in your team. Oh man, there's nothing more annoying than people in your team throwing when you have a good chance of winning. Oh my god, that drives me crazy. It's like, and it's usually just the person on the other team's alt. Man, nothing riled me up more than that when I was active in the arena. I think older Fiesta, like before Burning Rock was introduced, stats actually mattered, was more balanced. Yeah, and like that's what we were talking about. It's just the easiest way to get back to a good Fiesta would essentially be to shut down Fiesta and just re-release the game with a much lower cap and then just focus on like bringing out good content. Like if they add anything, make it so that it doesn't replace everything. Like they would basically have to start over from a pretty low level, because a lot of the lower level content is good. So they would just need to wipe out a bunch of the newer content and just start fresh, basically. When they hold the flag so you can't score them in that series. Yeah. Like one of my last Fiesta streams that I did a couple weeks ago, maybe months ago at this point, I did get together a bunch of people to do the level 70 arena, and it was literally the entire team against one super SC'd, charmed, geared fighter, and it took a ridiculous amount of time to take him down. And the only reason we managed to take him down was basically because the arena debuff from holding the flag like got him to the point where his magic potions weren't enough, and it's just like that's just too broken. Like it makes the game unplayable. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I really miss back when you could actually enjoy the game. Yes, the classic.
You look troubled.
Yeah. But again, the only way Fiesta Classic would work is if the original was shut down, because the player base is just not big enough to sustain 2 games. I love how I've made no progress in this game for like the last 30 minutes or something. We've not enough soldiers stationed here. Glad to have your help. More glad if you can get the Federation to send more soldiers. What's that? You're looking for Beteram? Stopped briefly on his way to Camp Redemption to get his equipment from the caravan. Go find him. Our lives may depend on the outcome of his research. I'll make haste. The thing that saddens me the most is that Fiesta has a lot of cool maps, mobs, and OSD. That'd be nostalgia, but I think the design is really unique. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, to this day I still think it's one of the best games out there. And maybe it is nostalgia, but it's such an old game that the amount of people that have nostalgia for it is huge. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with the main draw of something being nostalgia. Like that's why re-releases of movies and stuff are super successful. Like sometimes they'll release the exact same movie, but it's like upscaled to 4K or something, and it still sells out just as well, or not just as well, but pretty well. So there's really no reason why they couldn't just emphasize on nostalgia. Like, I mean, obviously some of the player base is fairly old by now, so there's a chance that some of them might die out, but the ones that don't would probably play it for a pretty long time. Especially since a lot of the players that played from a generation where, you know, they strongly believe that if it's not broken, don't fix it. So they will very gladly play the same old thing as long as it's good. Sorry to be talking about Fiesta, but I had to vent up. Oh, don't worry about it. Sorry if you don't like to talk about Fiesta every time. Oh, you're perfectly fine. I don't mind at all. I just thought it was funny. I was like moving around in circles in this game. If you guys want to talk about Fiesta, you're perfectly fine. Fiesta will always be a big part of this channel, whether I'm playing it or not. I always have thoughts about Fiesta. So, if you have anything to ask or to talk about Fiesta related, That's perfectly fine. Obviously, if I'm in the middle of something, I'm not going to respond right away, but go for it. Thank you, love you. No problem. Yeah, one of the saddest things for me when I was doing my Fiesta streams was just the fact that I couldn't play the Fiesta music. Like I couldn't leave the sound on because pretty much all of the songs have been copyrighted on YouTube. Like maybe I could have gotten away with it on Twitch, but definitely not on YouTube. It would have copyrighted all my copyright striked all of my videos. So that's why I have my own background music playing. Although in this game I have my own background music playing just because the music will just randomly turn off. And then it'll be off. Oh, the sky's pretty here. It's very fake looking, but it's still pretty. Where the heck am I supposed to find this guy? It just says he's here. But I don't see him. I wouldn't play Fiesta without the OG song. I just love him too much. Yeah. I mean, it was a sacrifice I had to make, unfortunately. It was either play without the songs or just not stream it at all. Okay, where is this guy? Why can't I see him? Oh, he's all the way up here. What the heck is this? Oh, this is a different quest. Dumb. Did I go the entirely wrong way? That's fine. Just get to see more of the scenery. It's a big tree. Why is that tree wearing the tutu? Except Pagel's Battlefield, of course. This doesn't belong to Fiesta. I did try to... The music that I chose for when I was playing Fiesta, I did try... Oh, this is the wrong way. I did try to make it as Fiesta-like as possible. I think I did a pretty good job. Like, most of the songs aren't too, clashing with the game. Some of them even, I've gotten to the point where I've like brainwashed myself into thinking they are legitimately part of the game. But yeah, I definitely would have liked to have been able to play the music. Speaking of the music, I don't actually, because I played all the new content. I'm just looking around the map. It's pretty. But yeah, because I played all of the new content on stream, I don't actually know what a lot of the... Ooh, that's a big monster. The heck is that? See, now that's a BAM. This is what the BAMs are supposed to look like. Yeah, because I played a lot of the new content on stream, I don't actually know what most of the higher level maps sound like, the music for them. Then I've never been in there with the sound on. Who's that random person that said we are one? Oh, it's a monster. Here, B, don't turn off stream, please. I won't. I've only been streaming for an hour. I generally try to do at least 2 hours. But hopefully once I'm done with all this physical therapy stuff, I'll be a little bit more willing to stream longer. It's just things are too busy right now. Like usually the times that I would use to relax are now taken up by like physical therapy stuff. And things are also ramping up at work. So I'm a lot more tired than I used to be after work. It doesn't help that the only way that I can stream somewhat early is by skipping eating when I get home. I don't eat at work, and then I don't eat when I get home. And then I just jump straight into stream. But if I just can't eat before stream, because then I just get really sleepy. Wait, where am I? I'm just going. I'm just looking at all the sights. This is a very beautiful game. I don't know. Like, even though it's fairly old by now. Like, this patch is from 2015. It's like 10 years old. It still looks beautiful to me. And that's not even from nostalgia, because I didn't play this game as much as I played Fiesta to have the same level of nostalgia. Just from a purely artistic standpoint. That was a monster for a second. Okay, it says question mark here. Somewhere. This guy. Oh, I'm just supposed to.
Hard to find.
I think that was like the biggest detour I could have possibly taken. Holy cow. The caravan is long overdue. Whatever shall I do? Without my instruments, I cannot isolate the source of the troubles. Pekka actually sent the... Wait, what was that? Distress signal. Caravan is in trouble. You must help them. Quickly, I'll teleport you. I'd better hurry. No, not another defender quest. I hate these. Defend yourself, sir. And it's frozen. Why is it frozen? Why have you frozen? Okay. I mean, it looks like only the game is frozen. My computer is still working fine. Oh, and the game's gone. Nice. I hope that was just a random thing, and it's not that cutscene that's broken for some reason. Okay, take 2. Kind of do want to play. I regret not getting a more AoE type. Not picking a more AoE type class.
An auspicious meeting.
Okay, let's start over. Teleport to the wagon through veteran.
We'll speak of
Yes.
this again.
Let us go. Please don't freeze this time. Please and thank you. Okay. Oh shoot, did it start the quest? The last... That would be interesting. It just like failed to teleport me, but it still started the quest. Protect the supply. Sure, proceed. What is Tera about? What do you mean by that? Like what's the lore, or that's a very vague question. I'm not really sure how to answer that. I mean, you know, it's an MMORPG. You are the chosen hero. You get sent out to different places to fulfill their quests and whatnot. It starts out very low level, like you're just helping out a city, and then it steadily escalates as you go along. I mean, it's just like most MMORPGs. It escalates to where, you know, you're fighting demons, and then you're fighting stronger demons, and then all the way up until you're fighting, I don't remember if it gets up until you're fighting gods, but it might. But essentially there's a group of corrupted evil beings, and they spread corruption to to everything else. So that's why most of the monsters look very deformed, I guess would be the word. Like they're twisted. Like they'll have multiple heads or multiple limbs or multiple, you know, that type of thing. MMOs got me kind of tired, to be honest. Fighting games is the way to go. Well, that's the nice thing about this game. The fighting mechanics in this game are actually pretty cool. Like it's hard to tell right now because I'm so low leveled, but they gave me a really strong weapon, so I'm just kind of auto attacking everything. But it has a very well thought out fighting mechanic in this game. So like the PvP is actually pretty cool. Once you get enough skills to where you can get some good combos in, and you have to like aim when you're attacking stuff, and you can dodge. Like this class specifically can be either a damage dealing class or a tank, and I can switch. Oh, actually, I shouldn't do that. I can switch between the styles. Like I have the assault stance, I have the defensive stance, and with the defensive stance I can actually block weapons or block attacks. It's a very... What is this? Is this grass dying? Hello? What is going on here? Remind me I have to kill this blade of grass. Very strong. Okay. Is that the end of it? Fighting games, you don't need to grind for gear, you just get better. You have what? 4B and 6B? What is 4B and 6B? Are buttons, you mean? I mean, pretty much just these. these buttons are the only ones I'm really pressing. So it's what, 6? So you press those buttons, and then if there's a related skill that that if there's a related skill to that one, you press space and it'll trigger. So there are combos. It's very fighting game ish. Like you'll press a skill and then it'll pop up if there's a related skill, and then it'll pop up if there's another skill. So like you trigger combos and stuff, and you dodge around. And like, yes, you do get more gear, but also doesn't matter what gear you have. If you're not good at fighting, you're not going to get through the game. Am I done? It says blood sample, but I don't know from where. Like FF14. I think Final Fantasy 14 is a little more what's the word? It's a little more static. Like this game is very like it was one of the first action combat type games. I think that's what they called it, like action combat style.
Tell me a tale.
Where like that's basically what they were going for. They were trying to implement fighting game playstyle into an MMORPG. Thanks be to Orion. You saved the caravan and my equipment. Now I must take field strength readings and cross-compare against our earlier data. Oh, and I'll need fresh chemical residue. To gather the chemical samples I need. Field causes physical changes over time. Must see the blood of the blood fiends. Turn through the teleportal and report in. Okay. First the blood samples to Benaram and Camp Redemption. What happened? He's right here.
Was I hard to find?
Was I not supposed to teleport yet? Oh, never mind. I just gotta kill him. But yeah, I haven't played FF14, but I have seen some of the gameplay, and it seems a little more static. Like the skills tend to have cast times and stuff, so you're kind of bound in place for longer periods of time. I think in this game you don't really have very many cast times, if any. Like some classes don't have any cast times at all, and you can pretty much dodge at any time. Healing mode. See, this is kind of the problem though that I've been experiencing. Everything in the outer world just kind of dies too easily, so I haven't really had a chance to figure out how to play this class. Like I haven't really had a chance to figure out some good combos. So I'm just kind of button mashing so far. I'm hoping I'll have to actually fight something strong sometime soon, and then I can get some practice in on the combos. But right now it doesn't seem to really matter. Just press whatever. Yeah. It looks like I'm starting to gather the shards for another weapon for the next tier. So I'm just gonna get even more powerful. Let's see. What is it? this one. And thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, DFG123E. Blader is hardest class to play. The easy one is Reaper and Brawler. By Blader, do you mean the one with the giant sword? Where I think that one attacks by like doing flips and stuff, right? I remember when I played the official, yes, giant sword, nice. I remember when I played the official version of this game back when it was still alive. One of the people that taught me how to like PvP was one of those, and he was really good at the game. Like incredibly good at the game. Like even with all my blocks and dodges and everything else, I could never survive very long against him. Like he made the longsword class look very cool. I ended up making one of those because of him, and I just could never play it as well as he did. But yeah, I'm not surprised that that's the hardest class. Like it seems very simple, but because of how much it moves around and how many combos there are, I can picture how it would be difficult. It's like even with this one, where I naturally have high defense and stuff, and I can block if I want to, it's kind of hard to keep track of all the different combos and stuff. Hello, bot. Welcome. Welcome. Oh yeah, I was trying to look at this weapon. Which one's the one I have? Holy cow, 306 damage versus 182 damage that I have right now. Interesting. So the question is, do I just keep trying to get the pieces from these, or do I just follow the quest chain and wait for them to show up naturally? Oops. I was trying to dodge. I dodged right into his attack. Noise. I'm just gonna follow the quest chain. I'm sure I'll get more pieces.
Was I hard to find?
Was I hard to find? Excellent. I'm almost done entering the new data. Once I add this blood, the analyzer will determine the drift in your samples and compare them. If I am right, they'll be the same. You can destroy them, I know it. It buzzes as you approach. Oh, he's gonna actually do stuff with it. Gonna slap it like an old TV. Everyone knows old TVs. If they stop working, you just slap them, give them a kick, and they'll come right back to life. This isn't a plague, thankfully, nor is it a primal curse. It's, oh no, blood magic. Powerful blood magic at that. It would take a large group of arcanists to achieve this effect, or possibly an artifact. What kind of artifact? Good question. I've seen similar effects before, but dementoliths always involved. Yes, they're powerful enough to cause this. I'll tell you this though, whoever would deploy such a device must have an agenda and be ruthless enough to pay any price for success. By Orion's light, what a myth. Get the analysis.
I long to help.
One mustn't touch dementoliths if it can be avoided. It takes considerable magical power to destroy them, and the risk of madness is high. On the other hand, know someone who can help. Jelena. She's one of the Valkion Rangers and is quite adept with explosives. I know she's in the region. Track her down, Alex. She's a blast to work with. Ha 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 ha. You're so funny. Ha 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 ha. Didn't I already talk to Jelena? That name sounds familiar. Let's see. I think I leveled at some point. Do I have any new skills? Ooh, Merciless Leap. Nice. Leaping Strike deals 5 times damage against knocked down enemies. Why, yes. I would love. Welcome back, Jesus. Welcome, welcome. I want to fight something strong. Give me a strong mission. All these monsters are so squishy. Maybe I should just go off mission and attack one of the BAMs. Quietly there, friend. Never know who might be listening in. Looking for me? You want to destroy a Dementalith? Yes, it can be done, but it might not be that simple. Excuse me, sir. I was talking to somebody. Do not appreciate your interruption. So rude. Okay.
Looking for me?
Where was I? Yes, it can be done, but it might not be that simple. If I was plotting this out, I'd have guards or some other protection for a relic that powerful. I'll give you the charge, but you'd best be ready for a fight. I'm on it. Okay, looks like I gotta go blow some stuff up. Oh, this one. It's interesting that every so often I'll remember doing these quests. Like I do remember doing this at some point. Alright. Die. You little weird rock. Nice. I mean, this one had a little bit more HP. We have a new mission and initiative. One. Wonderful. Maybe don't show up right when I'm in the middle of quest or of a fight. And it's gone. Okay. Have new glyphs available is what it said. I was intending to look up a guide on this, but then I realized it wouldn't really help me because most people don't create guides for the middle of the game. So it would just be telling me to use a bunch of stuff that I don't have yet, which is not the most helpful thing in the world. Oh, is this the new one? Poison's blade damage stacks up 2 times? I don't think it is. Grounded death from above. One more level before I get this. I'm just kind of trying to rush through so I can get some more skill.
Looking for me?
Still standing, eh? Guess there's something to the stories about you after all. Never mind, what happened? Vampires? Let me see that fragment. Odd, why would the vampires be involved? They've lived in the kingdom for centuries. At the same time, Leander once told me vampires have ties to blood magic. Enough speculation. Get that sample to Veteram. It gives me the creeps. Me too. Thanks you for your help. Anything. Met him. I want faster mount. Pretty sure there's a faster mount. I think I'd have to buy it.
Tell me a tale.
Let me examine this more closely. There are symbols inscribed on it. It makes no sense. What would Loke's sigil be on this fragment? He's dead and largely forgotten. Ever heard of the Science of Loke? Cult dedicated to him? That's bizarre. But it might explain a few details. Cults thrive in splintered societies, drawing strength from the disaffected. This chaos could be the start of something much larger. Take this news to Prefect Paka, my friend. Hurry. I will. Thanks. Prefect Paka. I wonder if I get to the cap level, if I can join these people doing dungeons and stuff. Because they keep requesting tanks. I am technically a tank. I've never tanked anything so far, but I am technically one.
Kinda busy here.
Guarding this place isn't like any other job. We have to be careful and watch out for anything out of the ordinary. If you've glanced outside the gates, you know that there is quite a lot of out of the ordinary. Dementalith, blood magic, cult. Nature hates me. How would the vampires be working with a cult? They're happy here. We all are. It doesn't make sense. Where are my manners? I've forgotten the important thing. What's that? To thank you and Veteram, obviously. You've saved my town from death. Or worse, we can't thank you enough. Fear that's literally true. With all these troubles, we've borrowed heavily to keep the district running. But tell Brooke how grateful I am, and I'm sure he'll reward you. Honor to sir. That's kind of funny. You're like, we're actually broke. So thank you, but I can't reward you. Location is now teleport checkpoint in your initiative request window. Okay, whatever that means.
Huh? What did you
Don't stare. I can't help being handsome and powerful.
Don't waste
What the
next
heck?
time.
I mean, he does look cool, I guess.
Another
That's a funny line. Did your job, nothing more. Don't expect a parade in Relica anytime soon. Still, I'm authorized to give you a small reward. Take this and await further orders. General Samal decides to employ you again, that is. Wow, you're so kind with your words.
Another impudent youth.
Another impudent youth. That Paka fellow has been looking for you. What company you keep, Alex? Why, he's weird just because he's a panda with an axe? A short panda at that? What's weird about that? What is this? Oh, it's a chicken. It's a little chicken. I'm gonna leave the chicken alone. I don't know why my first instinct is always to attack.
Greetings.
Alex, thank you for coming. We and the vampires were friends once, before this madness, but now they've threatened my town. We went to Vale of the Fang and reduced their numbers a bit. People would feel safer. This time I'd reward you personally. That Brooks proved himself a tool. Jeez. Let me look for another way. Ah, but I sent another on your clothes. One who has helped us before. One who's on the run. If she believes there is another way, I'll trust her. Never fear, I won't betray her. We owe her a great deal. We'll find an answer. Find Jelena and secure her help. She was up here, right? Maybe. I don't know what on earth I did to my hand, but I've been having some serious like hand nerve pain lately. And it's kind of worrying me. I don't know, maybe I'll have to take some time off work. And if I do that, I'll probably should take time off streaming as well, just to see if it heals. But I don't want to. That would also mean no games. What's the point of taking time off work if I can't play games? Who killed me? That's not okay. I won't pick it up then. Get you, bro. So weird that I can almost understand what these people are saying in Portuguese, but not quite.
Why?
Doing a good deed may accompany some hardship. Keep up the good work. Well met, Alex. Guess we both like making trouble. I was right about the vampires. They're being used. Nobles sold their people out to the cult. Bad news. One cultist in particular, Surdek, always taking notes. You have to take a look at them. I need an idea of how much blood magic they've learned and how they're going to use it. Think you can take them? Good, do it. I'm going to scout away into the Sinestro Manor. A lot of vampires are going in and out of there. Consider it done. Ooh, Sinestro Manor. I remember that place. It's a dungeon. I think I've soloed that before. How was I able to solo these before, but now I'm garbage and get wrecked? Maybe I was just higher level when I tried. I don't know. See, it feels like I just don't really have any good combos yet. Or maybe I do and I just don't know. Why is there an exclamation mark? Excuse me? This is technically stronger, but it has way less effects. And it's not shiny. So I will not be using it. How about this one? Oh wow, that's a big jump. We went from 32 defense to 60 defense. The heck, man? Oh, he took it off me. Nice. You do one skill on number and rest combo is on the spacebar. See, that's what I thought, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Like, look. Where is the... Maybe I have something disabled. Because, like, I'll press it and then nothing comes up. Okay, see, the only one that comes up is for retaliate. Like if I get knocked down, retaliate works, but nothing else seems to work. Because I thought the same thing, that it's supposed to just show up with the spacebar. I wonder if I have something messed up in the settings. They need to fix the game. I wonder if like it's a problem with the game or the problem with the settings. Show main menu only new MMO. Pop-up messages in the center of your screen. I kind of do want display whisper notices, display cooldown notices. Sure. I wonder what my frame rate is. Oh, at the bottom right. 83, not bad. Display effect icons. Extend to left. Display FD guide messages. Display zone messages. Space bars, jump. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see marking that roll bit as a note set. Don't see anything. Maybe in game. That's in the bottom. Party notices, no. Display use skill warnings. Display warnings for lost in range. Wait, what did I want to? Display use skill warnings for harmful effects. Lost in range. Massive damage. Sure. I don't know what that looks like, but sure. The alliance competition has ended. No idea what that means. Actually, all dialogues. I don't know. I don't see anything. In the hotkey menu. Oh. Oh, I'm supposed to set it up myself. Wasn't it? Isn't it supposed to be automatically set up? That's kind of weird. Competitive strike. So I think rain of blows. I could have sworn it's supposed to be automatically set up. So this Wait. No, it is. Because this would be the second part of the skill. See, because this says... activates much faster if used after combative strike. Yes. You don't do it yourself. That's what I thought. Because it looks like I can put in the one after. So like if I want to use something after Rain of Blows. But it says activates much faster if used after combative strike. Maybe these just aren't chained. You can use the skill only when knocked down. See, because Retaliate works and Vortex Slash works. I think it's only the ones that say you can use it as a chain skill only after. So basically there's only one option. And that's why most of my skills don't work that way. Because I have multiple options. Yeah, because I guess it doesn't technically say it chains. It just says it activates faster. Three quick lunges to the front activates faster and attacks up to 13 times if you first use Pounce. Yeah, I think it's literally that just the fact that most of these aren't technically chains. They're just helpful if you use them after a different one. I think that's part of what makes this class a little hard. You can't just spam spacebar. Because I do remember some of the other classes you can just kind of spam spacebar. But this one I guess you can't do that. So like let's see if I... I don't even know what I put in here. I don't know. I don't think I have enough skills yet to make it worthwhile to worry about it. I will just keep going. Because I can sort of see a good pattern. But it does seem to require some of the upcoming skills. Wait, it said to go up here, right? Am I blind? Oh, they're speaking Spanish. I actually understand them. Certix notes. Return the notes to Jelena. Where the heck is Jelena? Oh, she's right here. I'm blind.
Looking for me?
Let's see his notes. This is the Sinistro Manor here. The device he describes. Turn out hundreds of Dementoliths. Blast and damnation. With this they could wreak havoc all over Poporia. Or beyond. Okay, I found a way in. It's a secret door, slave to royal blood. Lucky for us, there's a little available. Find the Countess's coffin and the Count's coffin. You can donate to the cause. I'll meet you at the Sinistro Manor. Bring plenty of blood. I'm on it. Where is the action? This is supposed to be an action game. I feel like I've barely gotten any action in this game. Oh, I need this thing. Just slap me. That was a very audible slap. I don't know if I like the skills appearing on top of me. They're kind of distracting. Okay. I mean, I guess it would be good if I wanted to like look back on my combos and see how I was playing. But it's just kind of in the way. Maybe if they were smaller it'd be good, but they're kind of too big. Oh, I'm poisoned. In 2017, Old Terra had finished all quests and all dungeon quests, and 10 hours solo. Have all achievements only. Not have customs amounts. Holy cow. That's crazy. Yeah, I could definitely go a lot faster if I wasn't stopping and reading out loud all the quests. But I like the story. I like learning about the story. So, moving a bit slower than I normally would. Excuse me, sir. Are you gonna come over here? Unless it has a good story. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to have all of the story from this game recorded, and also I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I also kind of want to do Dragon's Nest, because Dragon's Nest also had a pretty interesting story and it's pretty similar to this game. But I don't know when I'm gonna play that one. Wait, did I get everything? No, I need 2 more. 2 more. Meet Jelena at the Sinistral Manor. Only normal mode while advanced quests. Oh wait, do I actually have to do the dungeon this time? Oh snap. Maybe I should put some potions on my hotkey bar. How much HP do I have? God, leave me alone. This one's probably good enough. Okay, I failed terribly at doing the other dungeon, but this one actually seems to be a part of the storyline, so I don't want to get my higher level relic weapon first though. That'll probably make it a little bit easier. And I'm out of MP. Has that always been an issue? I feel like it's super easy to run out of MP in this game. I'm just constantly not having MP. I don't know, I remember it, like my MP constantly filling back up. Maybe I'm missing something. So why won't this thing die? And it didn't even give me the thing I wanted. Have it. I want to get the relic weapon. Maybe if I kill that other thing. Because it gave me one pretty quickly when I killed the monster that was on top of the coffin. This one? I don't know if it's worth it to keep trying to farm these until I get the relic. In 2019, blowhole fixed mana problem to go buy. Try Neverwinter game when you have time. It's only 15 bits in the stream. I did try Neverwinter at one point, but I wasn't able to get very far at the time. But it was a pretty cool game. I might play that again. I did like the story in that game too. So yeah, I might try that. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I am curious how Neverwinter is doing, because I think that game is still running. And that's interesting, because this game is running off of the 2015 patch. So I guess I'm gonna miss out on the quality of life fixes. I don't know, I don't remember mana really being a problem though. Oh yay, 7 out of 8. Maybe I'm just remembering from a later time. Oops, this is not what I wanted to press. Pressing everything except what I want to press. Oh my god. Yeah, I definitely have not gotten the pattern down at all. Come on, I just need one more. And I'm out of mana again. Oh, it's because I'm not auto attacking. I'm dumb. That's literally all it is. I gotta auto attack to regain my mana. Holy cow, I was super close to dying. Bro, why are you coming after me? Oh, I'm still really close to dying. I didn't realize that was such a weak potion. There you go, that one's better. I just need one more relic. I wonder if I'm getting sick. Cause like I feel a weird pain. Like where my what are they called? Tonsils would be. Usually when I'm feeling pain in my tonsils, it means I'm getting sick. Give me a relic. I just want a relic. And then I'm probably going to call it a day. Once I get my weapon fully enhanced. There it is. Nice. I'm going to get my weapon fully enhanced and then I'll call it a day. I would do the dungeon right now, but I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm very hungry. Okay. Rain and Shiner. Increases damage. 50% chance. I think it's all the same effects. Creates rain and shine. It will auto-equip if you're high enough level. Yes. Gimme. The weapon is ready. Equip. What do you mean? Ah, bro, it's level 20. Are you kidding me? Oh. I guess I will keep killing stuff. Dang nabbit. I think I'm pretty close. Okay, I think like 1 or 2 more monsters should. Oh no, not the wrong button. Just dodge all my attacks, why don't you? Can't see. Okay. Maybe it's gonna take more than I thought. How did I almost one-shot that one? Okay. New skill. Become invincible while executing a surprise blow. Noise. Sounds wonderful. Base damage 114. So the question is, does that increases cooldown by 30%? 50% chance to increase attack speed by 15% for 10 seconds. I mean, I think the 30% is really good. Increases endurance by 25 for 8 seconds. But I need 3 points for that. What do I want to sacrifice? Immediately restores 3% of total HP when you hit a poison blade. It's just one attack. Get rid of that one, I guess. Your skill damage for 25. There's this cooldown by 20%. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. I think that's one of my strongest attacks. Never mind. Base damage 114. This one's 315. Bro, I'm busy. Yeah, my current combos are terrible. Holy cow. Rising Fury. Target twice. Have I even been using that skill? Wait, do I even have that skill on here? Wait, where is that skill? Oh, it's... Wait, I haven't been using that skill at all. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. It's right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to study up on how to set these skills up, because man, am I not doing a good job. I actually have a decent amount of skills, but I just don't have them set up properly at all. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. That's what I was gonna do. Going to enhance. Okay. Equip. So this one's 182 plus 49. Enchant. I have 155. I have 107 of these. Tier 3 Alcahest. What was it? Tier 1 Superior Twin Swords. Tier 2. Okay, so we're still on Tier 1. That's interesting. Sure, auto enchant. Okay, +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7, and I'm broke. What do I need? Tier 1 feedstock, Tier 3 Alcahest, need 11. No, I have 11. I need 3. The feedstock, I think. +306 plus 60. 306 plus 60. Didn't I have something that I could... Oh, these. These are in weapon shards. I think these are literally just for the purpose of dismantling them. Okay. Do I have enough now? I think I have like 3 more shots. Go for it. Okay, failed. +8. Dang it. Now I don't have enough alkahest. How do I make more alkahest? Wait,
You hungry?
can I buy? I can. Nice. I need... Sure. Come on. Success. Enchantment advantage increased slightly. Let's say your chance of succeeding on your next enchantment attempt be a little higher. Oh, I failed. What? Oh, I do need 11.
You need anything
Burrow.
from me?
Fine, I'll buy another 22. Come on. Failed. Success. Nice. You said this is a P server too? Yeah, the official servers shut down like a year or two ago. So, if you... Well, the only official servers still up for Terra are on the console. But for PC, the official servers shut down. So if you want to play on PC, you have to play on a private server. This one's called Nova Tera Online. And I chose this one because it's based on a 2015 patch of the game, so it's a lot more nostalgic. So the cap is lower and the items are balanced back to the 2015 version. Any difference between being still alive? Yeah, this is the 2015 version, because since the game ran all the way up until like the last year or two, the official cap was higher, and then I think they had an extra class, and then they introduced like a bunch of new systems for gears and stuff. It got kind of convoluted. That's why I didn't really want to play that version. This one keeps it a lot more simple. The cap is still all the way up until 65. I think the highest cap that the game ever got to was like either 70 or 75. But this one is 65. And it still has most of the cool stuff that they added, but it stops before they started getting too convoluted. Okay. Nice. So my damage is way higher now. Almost twice as high, actually. Holy cow. Oh, I always forget to take the little thingies off. The cabochon. What's this damage? What is this one? Increases damage to monsters. Increases aggro. And I'll put it on, I guess. Oh, I never put this on. Whoops. Bloodthirsty glows. And then I can just put this away. I don't think there's any use for the older ones. Inflicts more crits on monsters of similar level to the weapon's requirement. I think I can just get rid of this. Underground tunneler. Elinu weapon shard. Piece of weapon enchanted with the power of an ancient goddess. Broken and powerless. No longer functions as a weapon. Hey, what's the difference between this one and the other one? That's weird. Well, anyway. They look the same? Oh, these look cooler than the other ones did. I just want to see real quick how much damage I do. I want to fight the Blood Maid. This one. Okay. It died pretty quickly. Oops. It probably helps if I don't miss. Okay. So they're definitely dying way faster. Oops. Nice. Okay, yeah, that should definitely help out quite a bit when I finally go in and do the dungeon. Can I get up there? No. I don't think I have. Wait, what's this? Achievement. Okay, 50% XP boost. Veteran Battlement Necklace. Increases attack speed by 4%. Oh, that's actually really nice. While the blessing is in your possession, you may resurrect at the spot of your death. Once resurrected, you'll have 60%. Oh. Sure. I will accept. No trade, no sale value. Soulbound item. Wait. So can I sell it? Yeah, whatever. Let's put it on. Nice. Okay, so that should increase my attack speed as well. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the dungeon for the next stream. I'm very hungry. Last reminder, if you haven't done so already, please follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. It's free for you guys, but it greatly helps the channel. I saw we finally hit 150 subscribers on YouTube yesterday, I think. So a nice meal, thank you. I will be streaming again in 2 days. For me, it's gonna be Wednesday at 4:30. It's either 4:30 or 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm still not sure if I want to do anything else before I would like play a different game before I finish this one. So I'm gonna think about it, but more than likely I'm just gonna keep playing this game until I get to cap, which hopefully can make a little more progress in the next stream. But it wasn't that bad, this one. Um, and yeah, I think that's all. Pod Watchers, as always, thank you for your support. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Love you guys, and goodbye.